Hello, I'm Lucía and I'm going to speak about my biggest challenge, which was starting to work at 16 in a company called LAYOS, which is a camp, my favorite camp, and it's a camp I have been attending to since I was 6 years old. So I started working at LAYOS when I was 16 a few years ago, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how my first year went compared to my second one, the things that happened, and a little bit of everything. So I hope you like it.
Starting to work in LAYOS at 16 has been the worst challenge I have ever accepted, but at the same time, the best one. The average age for campers in LAYOS is from 8 to 15-year-olds. That means the oldest kid was only a year younger than I was. So I get assigned to these 4 girls who are 9 years old. They are super sweet and adorable, but they are small girls. They are hard to manage. Keeping up with them became my first challenge. But my biggest challenge were the 15-year-olds and the psychological effect I allowed them to have on me. They would say horrible things like, "You don't tell us what to do. Find another job. You're worth nothing. You are tiny. You are young." And don't get me wrong, I do not look 20. I am a very small girl, not tall at all. So, at this point, I just wanted to give up. My dream job had become my worst nightmare. This was the camp of my life, the one I had been going to since I was 6 years old. I loved this camp. It was my childhood. So, here I drew hands representing the people who helped me through this. My parents, my friends, and most importantly, my family, the rest of the counselors. They gave me the best advice they could have given me. Lucía, treat the kids like your friends, not like your enemies. Once they do something wrong, act disappointed, not mad. It will work. So the next year, surprisingly, LAYOS called me again to work. So here, I designed an ocean of waves representing my bad experience from the first year and how I wanted to turn this sea into a calm one. These girls right here from this photo are the ones I was in charge of the next year. Until this day, I consider these girls my younger sisters. This year, I heard things like, "We trust you. LAYOS is great with you. I want Lucía to be on duty. Will you be here next year?" I made it. I was finally overcoming my biggest challenge and worst fear. I was then the counselor I have always dreamed of being, and the counselor I am today.
I hope you guys liked the video and understand the challenge I overcame a little bit better. What I learned from all of this is that I was looking at the negative side of things. It wasn't the job that was not right for me. It was the way I was thinking, the way I was acting towards the kids personally. So I learned to look at the bright side of things and to stay positive, and sometimes to change the way you look at something may help. So thank you very much. Bye!